Welcome to Fin Ice 2019. Can I get the playback the echo less?
So we're here getting ready for the competition. We should have some climbers here on the screen soon, but for now you'll get some shots of the audience and the competitors before they get ready for their climbs.
So we'll start with the youngest group, the under 16 for speed finals. All right. And here we go. That is Olga Vilexanina and Seymour Kate. The former from Russia and latter from USA. Looks like they're already done with where'd that paper go?
So next we will have Elizaveta Smerdova of Russia and Elena Fedosimova.
Also of Russia.
Hey guys, you're commentating?
Yes.
Can you just type your names so we have your names for the graphics?
Actually, this is bib 55, so this is Olga. Climbing solo for the time.
No mä tuon lisää. Nyt tarvitsisi paperia sieltä.
Okay, who is it?
This is Elizaveta Smerdova from Russia.
And she's getting ready to start her speed.
All right. This is bib 1, so that is Elina Ferisumova. All right, and they're climbing. Great form from Elina. A little bit of slip from Elizaveta. Great job. All right, next up is round 3. So that is Daria Glotova. Oh, no, excuse me. This is round 2. Same climbers as before. Switching routes with a false start from bib 1, who is Elina. And waiting for the reset. Oh, and a fall from Elizaveta. She goes and grabs her tool. I think she's done. And great job to Elina. Oh, replay. What a shame to take a fall. That's all right. There's always next time. All right. This is Daria Glotova from Russia. All right, Daria Glotova and Selina Boshard from Switzerland, I believe. And Daria is the only one that made it to the top so far, and it looks like Selina is still making her way. Great persistence. Wow, we've got some amazing talent. Great young talent. And we're watching the girls under 16 group. And our final group for this age range for the girls is Yaroslava Zacheneva and Tilda Guikanvirta, the former from Russia and latter from Finland. And here they go. Excuse me, this is still group 3, Daria and Selena. Daria in the lead on the right, Selena with a slip on the left. Wow, great job. Selena with some persistence on the left as well. All right, 114 is Tilda Kuikanvirta from Finland. And on the left, 91 is Yaroslava Zachineva from Russia.
Both off to a strong start. Oh, but Tilda is struggling there. And Zachineva went definitely up in the lead. Tilda had the struggle in the beginning, but she's finishing the route now.
Great persistence from a Finnish climber. All right, and they're going to climb again. All right, and here they go.
And so now they're climbing the opposite route that they climbed a minute ago. And Zachineva definitely taking the lead. But Kuikanvirta is pushing through.
Certainly consistency is key when you're learning to climb ice. So maybe in the beginnings, slow and steady may not win the competition, but you're still learning the most, I think.
And the conditions today are a little bit tough as well with so much snow coming down. It can be a little bit distracting, I'm sure, especially if you're nervous already.
All right, we've got men's speed.
And we're still in the under 16 age category. So we have Elias Rintamäki
And Ila Saprikin.
and Eli is on the left, Elias is on the right. Elias from Finland and Ila from Russia. Ila
And
taking a strong lead here. He made that look like there was no struggle going up. Elias working hard, though, to finish the route as well.
excellent finish from Elias.
All right, and they're getting ready for the second round here. So an opposite route that they just climbed. So Ilya definitely taking the lead there again. He just powered right through that route. And Elias coming in as well with a strong climb. Gonna finish the route here shortly. All right, and Elias in for the finish as well.
Great effort from some young guys. All right, group 2. 79 is Gleb Ganev. Bib 89 is Artem Sheverev.
And both competitives from Russia. They're getting ready to start their first round here for the speed. All right, very evenly matched.
Oh, and a slip from Gleb. Artem finishing with Gleb just behind.
Yeah, just a little bit ahead of him. Looked like they were very evenly matched if it wasn't for that little bit of a slip. And so we're watching the men's under 16s quarterfinals speed rounds here. And now we have Gleb Kanaev and Artem Shevarev here switching routes. So their second round on the speed. And again, looking, very evenly matched, both having a little bit of slip.
Struggle from Gleb.
Oh, but so close in the finish. When you're in these speed rounds, you don't have much time to think about the placement you're making. You just try to get a good hook with your tool and hope that it holds on your way up. Okay, so here we can see Maxim Gorev of Russia, number 58.
And Milan Bellissier of France. All right, and a slip from Maxim.
But he's still holding a strong lead here.
A lot of momentum. Wow, great climb. And Milan pushing through, doing a great job.
Struggling a little bit on that pillar there.
Hooking, it looks like he needs to get his toes in a little bit more.
All right, nice strong finish still. Great effort from Milan. You can definitely tell he put a lot of effort into that. All right, and we have Maxim Gorev and Milan Pellissier on their second round. It looks like it was just Maxim on that climb.
Maybe a false start.
All right, and we're waiting for group 4 here to come up and start. Maxim Gorev there, still in this screen. Looks happy with his climb. Big smile on his face.
Annaksä tuolle Paulille tuon.
All right, and we have Milan Pelissier making his way back over to the tower. Looks like he's probably going to give his second speed round a shot here.
Well, it could certainly be better weather today. Fortunately, it's not minus 28, and it won't be too harsh on the climbers. Certainly, cold hands would impede a lot more progress than a little bit of snow.
So I'm not sure what's going on here on the route. Maybe they're going up to do a bit of maintenance.
Looks like a warm crowd out here today. Annie Bertling in the maroon skirt. Talented Finnish climber. So it seems that the timer has some issues potentially.
Which makes sense because on the last climb by Milan Pelissier, it seemed like he was struggling there with the timer. He had to hit it a couple of times, so it must be that it didn't stop correctly or
trigger.
Mm-hmm. So they're going to check that out, and then I'm sure we'll resume with his second climb. Okay, looks like we're going to take about a 5-minute break here with some technical difficulties, and then we'll get back to the competition as soon as possible.
Tavallaan sieltä ylhäältä tuleva vihreä kaapeli. Vihreä kaapeli, johon ne molemmat paneelit nyt pantu yhteen. Onneksi jo oululaista Anderista uujaa. Säätiläistä voi se olla. No ois kyllä. Oletko jääkiekko? Että me yläpäin aika vauhdilla tuli kiskottaisi päivissä. Se on yleensä, että on kirjallinen.
Okay, so we're getting ready to start again here. Seems like they've resolved the issue with the timer.
We'll have Milan climbing first, I believe.
Yeah, he didn't do his second run yet, so it should be him up first. I'm not sure if they're going to have Maxim Gorev go again as well, since he was on the route with the malfunctioning timer, so we'll see here. So yep, so we have competitors and some spectators here returning to the area. Should be getting started very shortly.
All right, so we have bib 58, which is Maxim.
Maxim Gorev of Russia, so he is doing his second round again because of the timer issue.
With Milan on the flip route. And here they go.
All right, and Maxim,
Pulling ahead. A lot of momentum again.
very clean run.
Milan working his way up. Great job from both competitors.
So it looks like Milan might have suffered an injury of some type. He's being carried off at the moment. We'll follow up with that. Meanwhile, we have Maxim Gorev going on his second run now to finish up his portion of the speed rounds. So this is his fourth time climbing now since he's doing both routes twice. I'm sure he's feeling it a little bit. But great job. Strong finish. Ah, and it seems the timer is still having some issues.
Hopefully we'll get that fixed here soon. All right, and Maxime, one more time.
Let's see if he can get the timer on the first time this time.
Great momentum, a little bit of slip.
Okay, looks like it was all good that time. You could see him with a sigh of relief there as he hit the timer
That's
finally.
right.
All right. So that should have been his last climb there.
I believe it might be. All right, next we have Danila Naumov in the number 11 bib.
From Russia and up against
Danila Andrykov.
also of Russia, number 88 here. Wow, very strong start for both of them.
A little bit of slip from Andrykov.
But a lot of momentum for both of them. It's very close.
Great job. Andrykov has made probably a smart choice, wearing knee pads on speed climbing. I imagine he might have done this before.
Very impressive time for both of those guys
Yeah.
there on that route. Let's see how they do on their second round.
I imagine knee pads are a massively underrated piece of protection when it comes to speed climbing.
Okay, looking pretty even now. Both had a little bit of slipping there.
Great placements from both of them. Wow. Wow.
Oh, and the timer again. Yeah, Danila Naumov looked like he had no issues hooking his tools into the ice there, making his way up.
Yeah. Great acceleration after a slip. Shot up the wall and took the lead. All right, so we'll get started with the women's age range of 19 and under. This should be bib 1.
All right, so we have the climber here on the left. We're struggling to find the names here. Strong climb, definitely taking the lead there.
This is the semifinals.
For the U16, so same group that climbed a bit ago, and this is Daria Glotova and Elena Fedosimova, both of Russia.
Some of the first climbers of the day.
All right, and we have Glotova here, number 3, making her way up on her second climb. A little bit of slippage there, but Strong recovery.
Great run. All right, and Elena Fedosimova. Oh, excuse me. This is Olga Vileksanina. Off she goes.
And she's up against 91 here, which is Yaroslava Zachineva.
Both Russian climbers.
Olga here taking the lead, definitely.
Great style, great runs from both competitors.
We can see some of the slips there that they had in the beginning. Some slippery foot placements.
Great moves. A lot of power from some young girls. It's awesome to see. Definitely.
Yeah, so we had Olga finishing 5 seconds before Yaroslava on that run. And now we have them going up on their second run of these routes. They were looking very evenly matched there. Both had some slipping.
Oh, a little bit of stress in the competition. Maybe throwing them off their game a little bit. Great runs for both as well. Great hold. Staying in place from Yaroslava. Didn't want to lose position, so she held on and finished the route. Great effort.
All right, and now we have the men's under 16 semifinal round.
With Maxim and Danila Naumov.
Both of Russia. This is Maxim Gurev. Excuse me, the one that's pictured now is Danila Naumov.
Both in place and starting.
Oh, very evenly matched. It's going to be close.
Great ferocity
wow.
from both competitors. I think they enjoyed that, climbing next to each other. I imagine that they may train together. A little bit of scrambling, but staying on the route and making it to the top. Now they'll switch.
Getting in their start positions here for their second run. Okay, and off to a very even start. Oh, and a slip there from Danila Naumov. Oh, but he's pulling up to the lead again. Great recovery.
Wow.
Maxim Gorev really struggling there, but ending with a strong finish. He had a hard time recovering from that slip.
Great consistency from Danila. A bit of a struggle in the beginning, but after that single slip, he took off and finished the route. Maxim a little bit disappointed, but that's all right.
You can tell he put in the
Maximum
best effort. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. All right, and here we have Artem Shevarev of Russia.
And Ilya Saprykin. Artem in the 89 and Ilya in 90.
Pretty evenly matched there. Both lost some hand and foot placements on the way up, but had great recoveries.
Yeah,
Just okay, and this will be the second run from Artem and Ilya.
Artem beating Ilya just by a split second, half of a second in the last round. .5 seconds to 13 seconds. And Artem coming in ahead at still less than half of a second. Great job from both competitors.
You can see how close they were there right at the end, that final reach. So that was the second group here on the men's semifinals, and also the last group. Some nice shots here to give you a little bit of insight of the
Climbing community.
and the conditions here.
That's right. A little bit of snow coming down, but not too chilly again, so not unenjoyable to climb in.
But we'll ask some of the competitors that later and see what they have to say.
I think most folks here might be prepared to deal with a little bit of cold, so.
So here we're just watching some replay of Danila Naumov and Maxim Gorev on their runs, and then Ilya and Artem as well. So next up, we should be going into the finals rounds for the under 16 women and then men afterward. All right, and we have our first female competitor here.
Yaroslava Sachineva from Russia. Getting in a starting position.
And she's off. Struggling with those footholds a little bit. But pushing through.
Great run. We'll have to see through some interviews later how people are thinking about their footholds.
Yeah, it seems that's what everyone's struggling with the most here.
And I wonder if it might be from the relatively warm weather compared to what we've had recently, or if it might just be a lack of attention and drive to the toes, get those crampons to stick in and drive your feet.
All right, and she's getting clipped in again here for her second run. Oh, and a fall.
Seems that may disqualify this run. Oh. I think she saw her tool started to drive into the rope and second guessed herself, which is understandable.
Yep. Rather take the fall than drive your tool into your rope. But she's off here on her second try.
Foot placement seemed to be a little bit more solid.
But then the tool placements
Good
here
momentum.
the tool placements on this route seem to be a little bit more tricky to find.
Warming up their hands.
Okay, so next is going to be the finals for the under 16.
Women's between
So we have Olga Vilegsanina
and Daria Glotova. Excuse me. Poised and ready. And a slip from Olga. Great consistency from Daria.
and good recovery here by Olga
Exactly.
Vilegsanina.
Great effort.
Daria Glotova took off from a strong start and stayed very consistent throughout. Okay, and now we have Daria Glotova getting tied in here for her second run.
Switching routes. This is the under 16 women's final.
Looking pretty evenly matched this round.
Daria with a little bit of slipping. Olga taking the lead. Great job.
Yeah, some of these foot placements really seem to be giving the competitors here a little bit of a struggle. All right, and next we have the men's under 16 finals round starting. And we have Maxim Gorev here, number 58. And he is up against Ilya Saprikin.
Wow, a lot of speed from Maxim. Great speed and a little bit of slipping from Ilya.
Maxim really powered through that route.
Great placements. Quick, powerful moves. I think that's going to put him pretty well ahead. We'll have to see.
All right, and they're going to go straight into their second round here. Both of these competitors are from Russia. We must have had a false start here.
These two are competing for third and fourth place. Great consistency from both. A lot of drive to the toes. It's a great shot.
As you can see from that slowed down footage, you can tell each footstep is really a jump up. You don't have much time to drive the toes if you don't get it in that first initial impact on the ice. Okay, so now we have Danila Naumov of Russia, number 11 here, getting ready for his first run on the finals round.
And another false start.
And so this is Artem Sheverev, it's number 89 here on the right, up against Danila Naumov. Off to a very evenly matched start there. Oh, and a little bit of a slip. Oh, Artem Sheverev with a slip down there at the bottom of the route.
Disqualifying this route. Danila finishing. The results from the Women's under 16 competition are in with Daria Glotova in first place, Olga Vilegsenina for second, Yaroslava Zachineva in third, and Elena Ferosimonova in fourth place.
And all those competitors are from Russia. Same here with the men's under 16 finals competitors. All right, so we have Danila about to start here on his second run. Great placements.
Yeah. No slipping. Great momentum.
Really clean run there.
Maybe climbing without a partner might give him the concentration that he needs to make a steady pass at the route. We've moved on to the under 19 women's competition. This is Irina Dubotseva. And if we have a climber number 8 bib, that should be Annabella Bucharadon.
So now we're here on the quarterfinals for the women's. These will be 17, 18, 19-year-olds here climbing. Same structure as the last rounds. So this is a speed climb where they'll switch. They'll climb each route once. All right, and she's off on her second route.
A little bit of a slip. So we have the results in for the men's under 16 speed duel competition, with first place going to Danila Naumov. Congratulations, Danila. Second place to Artem Sheverev. Third place to Maxim Gorev, and fourth to Ilya Saprygin.
Okay, so that was Irina Dubotseva on both of her runs there. Now we have Vilma.
This is Vilma Torvi,
from Finland.
climber of Finland. She's been in climbing for
About 3 years.
3 years, ice climbing for about 6 months, I believe. She recently built a wall in her own garage to get some practice, and she doesn't have the most experience, but she's certainly enthusiastic. This
And a
is
strong
climber
competitor.
70, which is, or 60, Catalina Shirley from USA. Both making consistent placements. It's great to see.
Quite evenly matched here on this.
That's right. The tension is high.
Okay, and we had
Catalina finishing first with Vilma just behind.
great effort from both ladies here.
Vilma has made it a point for me to point out that she has a lovely dog, Roby, who deserves to be mentioned in the commentation. She likes to think of herself as an all-around climber.
So let's see how they do here on their second round. Okay, and they're off. Looking quite even again. Vilma getting some better placements here. Oh, and then a foot slip. Catalina Shirley climbing very consistently.
A little bit of a struggle for Vilma. Catalina has great form, great consistency, great momentum. Both have great moves
All right.
and a great route. A lot of fun.
So here we have Lulia Filateva of Russia, bib number 81. And she's up against Georgia
Georgia
Witchell from the U.S., number 69. Okay, Yulia making some great progress there, well ahead. Georgia Witchell, persistent, getting a good recovery from some of that slippage early on. Having a hard time driving those toes in. Okay, and now these ladies are gonna switch routes and go in for their second run. Okay, and they're off. Yulia Filateva with a strong start again here.
Georgia just behind, struggling to make placements. Good momentum from both. Yulia really taking ahead.
Making some really good placements there.
Great job.
And Georgia Witchell here, continuing with a strong climb here. Focusing on making careful hand placements.
At any rate, it's better to finish the route and come in with a score than to slip off and disqualify yourself.
There's some shots of Yulia there. That was about her only slip there right at the end of that route.
All right.
So there,
We've got 65 and climber 4. That's Caitlin Russell Connor from Great Britain and Evgenia Yashkova
so
from Russia.
Yashkova's on the
On the
left
left?
right now.
With Caitlin on the right. Great momentum from Evgenia. Wow. Caitlin making a great effort. Hook slipping here and there.
So Caitlin's an all-around athlete, it seems. She's into climbing along with various other activities.
Avid mountain biker, canyoneer, doing some canoeing and kayaking as well. Seems like she's a well-rounded outdoors woman. Pretty impressive, especially at her age.
And Yashkova Evgenina of Russia. She's participated in the World Championship twice in France. She took first place on difficulty and second in speed in Liechtenstein. So she definitely has some ice climbing experience under her belt, and especially in competitions.
And here they go.
There was a false start here. Must have been by Caitlin on the left.
She had great momentum up until that point, where they realized it was a false start. Tightening her boots a little bit.
Ready to go for a second try here. All right. Off to a really strong start
And
here.
another
Oh,
false start.
A little bit disappointing there to have the two false starts in a row. It's an easy mistake to make with all the adrenaline and excitement of the competition. I believe that was the last round for the women's semifinal or the quarterfinals. And we're moving on to the men's now here in the same age group.
That's right. All right, Maxim Reshetnikov, bib 64 from Russia, and Timo Wilinger, bib 94 from, I believe, Serbia. Slovenia. Excuse me. Nope, excuse me, Swiss. All right. And Maxime taking a strong lead.
So Max Reshetnikov here was first place in the Youth World Championship in lead in France in 2017.
Wow, what a run. Incredible speed from Max.
And Timo Wilinger here has been ice climbing for 3 years. All right, and they're off on their second run.
With a slip from Max, and Timo making up some time.
But Max with a strong finish there, really strong recovery from that slip he had.
Both great climbers. Good on Timo for looking strong, carrying good momentum. Very consistent. This is Danila Bikulov from Russia against Vladislav Demerev, also from Russia.
And Vladislav has competed in the World Youth Championships twice.
Danila taking a brief lead and coming in just ahead of Vladislav.
And Vladislav took third in lead in the Russian Tour in 2019. So this year, we'll see how they're doing here today in the competition.
Look at that. Great replays. Quick
Really good
climbers.
Yeah, really good placements there. Looks like they don't have to think about it at all. They just power up the wall. Let's get ready for their second run here. Oh, and again, just powering up.
Great job. Ice flying.
Wow, Danila just powered through and finished that route. Really evenly matched. Fun to watch. Just incredible speed there for the both of the guys.
Seems that Vladislav didn't finish the second route for whatever reason. Next we have Pavel Sarokov from Russia and Jonathan Brown from Switzerland. Jonathan in the 93 bib in the yellow, and Pavel in the black Oh, great hook from Jonathan to keep him on the route. Bavel with a little bit more consistency and speed. Oh, and a false finish from Jonathan
drop
at the
tool.
end. Oh, drop tool.
Yeah, he lost one tool there. Right towards the end.
Well, he finished the route. I'm not sure if that disqualifies him.
I think they're going to replay here when he loses one tool.
Oh, that was the hook in the beginning. Little bit of a dyno there. Great reach. Looks like they're having fun. All right. Switching routes.
Excited to see these guys on their second run. Oh yeah, both started off strong.
Wow, big moves from Pavel.
He just shot right up.
Yeah. That's the way to make it to the top fast, I guess.
Jonathan Brown seemed to lose a little bit of momentum there after those slips early on.
High knees, strong toe placements, strong driving toe placements, and big moves.
Okay, so up next we have Nikita Glazyrin here, number 62 of Russia.
And Linus Beck of, I believe, this is LIE, so Liechtenstein, possibly. Linus Beck is in the 104 bib, and Nick in 62.
All right, wow, very evenly matched. A little bit of slippage here.
And a fall from Linus, and big moves from Nikita.
With a really strong finish there.
You can see the Nalikari poster in the background. If you can't tell, it is a great day to go to the beach, so we will all be spending our time at Nalikari this weekend. Excuse me. This is where they had the opening ceremony in Oulu. I heard that the Finnish men's shouting choir was there. It's unfortunate that we couldn't make it, but it looked great.
All right, and this is Nikita on his second run here. Oh, a little bit of a slip there, but otherwise great placements.
Might be that Linus dropped out after a slip on the first route, with only Nikita continuing. Strong performer, great run.
Get it, girl. Come on.
And it is on to the
Steady, Cat.
Women's semifinals here.
we're starting with Irina Dubotseva in the 53 jersey
Steady, Cat. Go, Cat.
and Catalina Shirley in the number 60 bib on the opposite side.
And Irina there, making her way up with a clear lead here.
Strong moves, not quite as high knees as some of the boys have. Those
All right, and Shirley in for her finish here.
seems that the competitors who have blasted up the wall have managed to get their toes nearly to their hips, it seems. Which is pretty impressive. Irina coming in on top out of these two routes. Great performance. Almost no slips. Catalina giving great effort. And tying in now to complete the switch route.
Irina making some really good placements here. She has some great hooks there at the bottom. A little bit of slippage now. And strong finish.
Nice shot, Cat. Give it time. Give it time, Cat. Give it time.
Catalina Shirley seems to be struggling a little bit with the foot placements.
Nice shot, Cat.
Making her way to the top.
Yeah, it seems if you get a little bit psyched out there, start slipping a lot on your feet, if you focus more on those sturdy hand placements, it can really help you complete the route. Saw the rerun there of Irina's start.
Most of the climbers climbing with krukonogi
Nice shot, Cat.
picks, speed picks, and Catalina climbing with orange camp tools.
And up next we have Evgenina, number 4 here, Evgenina Iashkova of Russia,
And Yulia Filateva, also of Russia.
on the left.
Bit of a slip from Yulia, but she's making big moves. Fast pace.
Nice strong
Great job
finish.
from both.
So that was the second group of women's semifinals, which is the last women's semifinal group. So next we'll be moving into the men's semifinal round, and then we'll come back and have finals for women and men. We have Evgenina Yashkova here on her second climb for the semifinal round. And Yulia Filateva is here on the right now.
A little bit of slipping from Evgenia. Bit of struggle, but good momentum, consistency from Yulia.
Evgenina seemed to be struggling with the foot placements there on some of those spots that are a little bit more run out or just hollow from the ice structure anyway. All right, and now we're going directly into the men's semifinals here. So we have Danila Bikulov and Maxim Reshetnikov, both of Russia. Maxim Reshetnikov, number 64 on the screen right now. And wow, both off with great speed. A little bit of a slip there by Reshetnikov, but great recovery.
Oh,
and then
and
a
he
fall.
held on. 64. Maxim finished the route. Excellent job.
It's always great when you can have that recovery after a slip like that.
It is. It's too bad when you enter competition and then, you disqualify yourself and you can't get any points. It's certainly a better strategy to focus on finishing the route with whatever time you can, I think.
Yeah, and he came out with a great recovery, didn't lose nearly as much time as he could have, struggling to get back on. So they'll go directly into their second round here. Oh, and you see him
look at that
slip right
slip.
there and
Oh.
just
And holding on.
and that right pick slipped a couple times before he was able
Yeah,
to.
broke through a full layer of ice and snagged on a second one. Hopefully his shoulder's all right. Maxime on the left in the yellow helmet. Danila on the right. Danila having great consistency. Wow.
Danila just powered through that. Maxime lost a little bit of momentum there after that slip, but
A little bit of a couple heavy placements, it seems, might be having him break through. Whatever Danila is doing, it's right. It seems to be at least delicate placements, or at least well placed, well positioned placements. Loading the ice smoothly and not breaking through.
here we have Pavel Sadakov of Russia, number 54.
And Nikita Glazurin, 62.
Also of Russia.
Also of Russia, that's right. Pavel seemed to be quite strong in the last round. We'll see if his climbing continues to be as impressive. Pavel on the right and Nikita on the right and Pavel on the left. Both strong climbers from the last round. Wow, great moves from Nikita. Both great young climbers to watch. This is the under 19 division. So these boys are 16, 17, 18, somewhere in there. And look at these 4, 5 to 10 moves right there, and Nikita finishes her out. What traction. Really incredible.
Okay, and they're off on their second run here. Both really powering through here.
Nikita just ahead.
Really good speed on that run for both of them.
Wow. Almost identical times.
Off by 1/10 of a second.
Well, not even 1/10 of a second, 100th of a second.
With Pavel just in the lead. I mean, nope. Nikita just in...
Nikita just
Yeah.
ahead. A fraction of a second. And it doesn't necessarily, of course, there's a shot at the beginning or a starting go, but the timers actually start from the moment that each climber's foot leaves the pad. So it's not necessarily a reaction, limit of when you will make this speed. It's the time your foot leaves the pad to the time that your tool touches the top of the route.
So we're going here into the women's finals rounds, and this is going to be the 3rd and 4th place competition with Catalina Shirley, number 60 of the U.S., up against Evgenina Yashkova of Russia, number 4.
Great to see a U.S. climber, an American climber in the finals. Catalina giving strong effort. A couple slips.
Evgenia pushing just ahead, but let's see. It's going to be very close here.
Oh. Evgenia finishing the route ahead.
It's going to be another close one.
With Evgenia just less than a full second ahead of Catalina.
Both girls had really strong start on that round.
Good, Kat. You gotta want it, Kat. Let's go, Kat. You gotta want it. Drive, drive, drive.
All right. Evgenia and Catalina again. Catalina on the left.
Evgenia here on the right, a little bit of a struggle. Let's see if she can get those feet placed.
Couple slips. Oh. And Evgenia
Slipped off the route.
disqualifying herself on the route.
She wasn't able to
Catalina
hook.
doing a great job, great momentum.
Evgenia was trying to hook there, and her tool slipped and causing her to fall off the route. It's unfortunate at this point in the game, but
That's all right. They've all made it to finals.
Good job, Cat.
Great moves.
Good job, Cat.
Okay, up next. All right, so we have the so we just had the first round of the women's first and second place competitors here, Irina Dubovtseva of Russia and Yulia Filateva.
Irina in the 53 jersey. And Yulia coming in ahead of Irina with a fraction of a second. It's a very colorful hat. Let's see.
All right, and they're off on their second attempt here. We have Irina just ahead.
Great job.
Yulia struggling there a little bit, but
We'll have
finishing
to
strong.
see who comes out on top with the time and points. Irina took the second route, and Yulia took the first.
So we're moving right on into the men's finals, and this will be for third and fourth place.
This is Pavel and Maxim, I believe, with Maxim in the 64 bib and Pavel in the 54. Pavel there in the black. Maxim in the blue. Pavel ahead.
Oh, wow.
And Maxim coming out on top. Quite a race.
You can really see how those moves are quite dynamic there.
There's not a whole lot of time to sit and make slow static movements.
All right, and they're off on their second run.
Pavel on the right, Maxime on the left.
Maxime struggling a little bit there.
So Pavel came in 8 seconds before Maxime on this route.
And we'll check here for the results of the women's round. But we had
We've got Nikita there in the gray. Nikita Glazurin
number
from
62.
Russia. Number 62, and Danila Bikulov, number 10. Fast moves from Danila, but bigger moves from Nikita. Fast finish from Nikita. The final results from the under 19 speed category for women have arrived, and first place goes to Irina Dubotseva. Second place, Yulia Filateva. Catalina Shirley takes third place, and Evgenia Yashkova to fourth place. All Russians with an American in third place. Excellent job to everyone who competed.
And now we're going to have these guys going into their second round. Let's see if they can keep that momentum here. And it seems like they will.
Danila just a bit ahead, a bit of a slip. Great times. Great effort. Who are you talking to? You have to.
So now we should be going into the next semifinal or quarterfinal round for the under 22 women.
Quarterfinals with bib 99 being Cora Vogel from Switzerland and Valeria Bogdan from Russia in bib 56. Valeria making quick work of the route, and Cora slow and steady to the top, and she will finish. Excellent job.
All right, and they're off. We're about to start their second round here. very evenly matched this round. Both trying to make some
And a
steady
slip.
placements.
Slip from Cora, and she won't finish the route. And Valeria coming in with consistent climbing.
All right, and we have our next set of girls here warming up, getting ready to go. Or young women, I should say.
This is Vivian Labarile from Switzerland and Ksenia Ivanova from Russia.
Ivanova, number 86 here on the screen currently.
And Vivian, 98 in the yellow.
Vivian getting some great placements, working her way up.
Climbing with some incredibly unique pink boots.
Ksenia
Likely
struggling a little bit here.
Homemade. Consistency. Great climbing from Ksenia.
Quick footwork there. So they're about to start here on their second run.
Slip from both of them. With Vivian making consistent work and Ksenia making a comeback. Quite even match at the moment. Great job from Vivian and Ksenia going for a finish.
Vivian is a self-proclaimed climbing and adventure lover. So she's just out here chasing her passion, I'm sure. All right, and next we have Leah Beck from Liechtenstein and number 103 up against Amira Quensley of Switzerland, number 97.
Amira in the yellow there. And Leah taking a lead. And Amira having a little bit of trouble hanging from one tool, and we'll see if she did make it.
And Leah Beck finished the route out.
Great tenacity from Amira.
Amir is very passionate about climbing ice and rock. But considering her age, a lot of her focus at the moment is still on school, so she doesn't get to compete quite as much as she would like to. But great opportunity here for her today, and hopefully we'll see more of her in the future. All right, they're getting ready for their second round here. All right, looking pretty evenly matched, making good placements. Leah Beck just ahead here, just about to finish up the route.
And she either decided that she was done or potentially a false start. Oh, she finished the route, excuse me.
There was a shot of Leah finishing that route there. All right, up next we have a Finnish climber, Taru Salonormi, up against Aneta Loudseka
from Czech Republic. Taru is climbing and living here in Oulu, and is quite familiar with our tower here. This is her backyard.
So Taru here is on the right, number 115, and Aneta on the left, number 78.
Great effort from both girls, great placements, good consistency.
Very evenly matched here. And Aneta finishing just ahead.
Great competition.
And they're going to get clipped in here and get right into their second round.
Great start for both of them.
Making good placements here. And looks like Taru might be recovering. Yep, she recovered from that slip.
And Aneta finishing the route, making a great time. Taru recovering from her slip and coming back with consistency.
And a slip just before the timer.
Great effort from both.
I'm not sure if Daro has competed much on ice in the past, but I'm sure she's happy to
believe-
be here.
Yeah. I believe this might be her first competition. And daughter getting a hug from family and friends who've come to sport. Quite happy to have such a great climbing community here in Oulu.
And so next we're going to have the men's quarterfinal round starting. Same age group, so this is the under 22-year-olds.
This is going to be Vadim Malchkukov, bib 52, and Martin Minarek
Who's on the
from
screen
Slovakia. And on the right, there in the white and green. And a fall from Martin. And Vadim finishing strong to the top.
And Vadim was actually second place in speed in the 2018 Youth World Championship.
Quite impressive.
So Vadim definitely has some experience with this type of competition, which was pretty apparent in his climb there.
Great consistency. Vadim making his second run alone. With Martin bowing out, it seems.
So Fedor Praznikov of Russia here, number 59, is getting ready for his climb.
As well as Kirill Lusakov. All right, here we have Fedor, and on the right, Kirill.
And it looks like there was a bit of hesitation from Fedor. Maybe he thought there was a false start or something. He looked back. Bit of a pause there in the beginning.
Close climb.
Really quick moves from both of them. I wonder if that beginning pause from Fedor threw him off a little bit. I'm not sure what he was looking back at.
Switching routes. with Fedor on the right, Kirill on the left. Incredible momentum from Fedor.
Oh, a little bit of a foot slip there. Great, strong climb.
Both of them. Great finish for Kirill on the left. Really solid.
Okay, so we have Anton Sukharev of Russia, number 61, up against Nikita Koposov, number 83 here on their first climb.
With Nikita on the right and Anton on the left. Anton making a quick finish.
Seems that Nikita hadn't finished the route yet. Let's see if the camera will pan back over there.
May have been a slip. It seems so.
Yeah, he must have slipped off the route since his timer is still running. It looks like he has first aid.
Yeah,
checking
possible
on him.
injury. May have had a pick pop off and catch him in the lip. Hopefully there's nothing too serious.
It's going to be Anton here with his second climb. Great placements.
Strong hooks all the way up, no slips. Wow.
Didn't seem like he struggled with that at all. So let's see if Nikita's going to come back and do a second round or if he's out.
It's likely that he might be finished, especially with any sort of injury, if he disqualified himself or bowed out on the first one. All right, we have bib 100 from France, Luna Ladevant, and Liam Foster is bib 73 from US.
And so Luna here has been youth world champion twice, along with some other medals that he's won this season. Definitely
Oh,
has
and a
experience.
fall from Lona,
Oh no.
likely disqualifying him. Liam climbing strong and making an effort to finish the route. Now there's a little bit less pressure.
Yeah, it just shows you that it can just be one small slip that cost you the competition.
That's right.
And especially in these speed rounds where you don't have time to think about the placement, you're just trying to make your way up as quickly as possible. Certainly not experience that Luna was lacking here on this route, but just a slip up.
All right.
So Liam will go into his second climb here.
Liam making the switch. Getting in position and getting ready. And off he goes. I believe both of these competitors, Lona and Liam, mostly practice dry tooling and don't put a whole lot of focus on speed. Whereas I imagine some of these competitors spend a bit more time learning to make larger placements and quick placements to win these competitions. Great effort from Liam.
Yeah, so that was the last set of men's quarterfinals. So next will be women's semifinals, and then we'll move from there to the men's semifinals. So here we have Aneta Luzeka of the Czech Republic, number 78, and Valeria Bogdan of Russia, number 56. She's on the left. Aneta was able to catch up, make a little bit of time there with Valeria's slip, but Valeria pushed ahead again.
Aneta finishing.
All right, and they're off for their, getting ready for their second run here.
Preparing themselves for the start. And they're off.
We had a slip here right in the beginning for
Valeria on the right.
Aneta had a slip there right in the beginning as she started, but
Okay.
making the recovery.
And quick work of the route from Valeria.
All right, and both competitors finishing. So next we'll have Vivian Labarielle of Switzerland, number 98, up against Leah Beck from Liechtenstein, number 103. So this will be the last women's round before the finals.
And here we go. Really steady starts.
Leah Beck seeming to make really, really sturdy, calm placements here.
Consistent, smooth. Couple slips and she will finish the route.
And Vivian coming in for the finish, not far behind.
And climbing, there's a saying, smooth, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So we'll see a lot of that from our competitors today.
And maybe more so here when it comes to the lead competition, and our competitors are going to be much more focused on the tool placements versus just making their way up as quickly as possible.
That's right. We've had a small crowd gathering of the lead competitors to read the dry tooling route and
Getting ready for the route preview.
That's right.
And the leading happens on just the other side of this tower here, where you all can see the ice. Just on the other side of the ice, you'll see shortly the dry tooling route. But in the meantime, we have these women up for their second run here.
Vivian from Switzerland on the right.
And Leah Beck of Liechtenstein on the left.
Leah climbing steadily again. It's close.
Vivian made up some time there, definitely.
And
Leah struggled. Oh, so close. I'm not sure if Vivian hit the... I don't think she hit the timer there. She slipped just before. Oh, it's so close for her to finish. Oh, just...
No. Oh. Unfortunate.
Great effort,
It's
though.
a little bit of disappointment.
Definitely. You could see her thinking, like, really? Do you have
I'm
to
sure
do that
it
again?
didn't feel good on her shoulder either.
Right. Great effort from both ladies. So now we're going to move right into the men's semifinal round here. Yeah, you can really see that the wind's picking up a little bit here with the snow coming in strong still, so we'll definitely be able to be interested to hear some feedback from the competitors about the weather today. Yep, so here in the men's semifinal round, first up, Anton Sukharev of Russia, number 61, and Liam Foster from the U.S., number 73.
Anton in the blue.
Here on the screen currently.
Looks happy and ready to climb.
And so he'll be on the left side when they are both pictured. All right, and now they're finally getting into their start placement here.
Liam Foster in the red.
All right, and they're off. Great moves from both. Anton ahead, just powering right through there.
Great speed from Anton.
Absolutely no issues making those placements and moves. Liam coming in.
Great route for Liam as well.
Yep. Just Anton was absolutely making one move after the next with no
right.
hesitation.
Great.
Just
I mean,
constantly
real acceleration.
moving. There was no hesitation on any placements. So they'll be going into their second round here immediately, and then we'll have one more round of the men's semifinals before we go into the final rounds.
They're going to switch places and
So Liam
Getting in
Foster
there.
on the left now.
get in their starting positions, and they're off.
Anton with a
Oh!
a super quick start, but a fall. Wasn't able to make that recovery, slipped right off.
We'll have to see.
Liam being careful with his placements now.
That's right. And Anton will certainly lose some points. We'll have to see the standings. Certainly he's a fast climber. But without finishing the route, what will he be able to, how will he be able to score? That being said, let's take a look at the under 19 men's rankings. Nikita Glazurin coming in first, Danila Bikulov coming in second, Pavel Sarakov third, and Maxim Reshednikov in fourth place. All Russian climbers in the under 19 men's speed.
Yeah, so that was the final standings for the under 19 group, and we'll be moving here shortly into the women's finals.
Up next, we have Vadim Malshukov, number 52 on screen, and 59 is Fedor Prostnikov, of both of Russia. In the starting positions,
And they're off. Fedor
near
looked like
slip
he was.
from Fedor.
Oh, and then he fell.
And gone.
Well, it seems like that's pretty close to the same spot Anton slipped off on. I
And
wonder.
A replay. We'll see. Oh, this
As
is
a
a
finish. Yeah. It was a shame he was off just such a strong, quick start there and then slipped right off the wall. All right, so Vadim clipping in for his second climb here. Second and final climb for the semifinal rounds.
solo climb for Vadim.
A little bit of hesitation, but really great placements.
Good momentum.
Stable climbing there, no slipping.
Yeah, consistency.
You could tell there was definitely some deliberation and deliberate placements for feet and hands. Not taking the risk of slipping off. All right, and we have our women here getting ready for the finals rounds, getting those arms and hands warmed up. That's one of the toughest parts about outdoor climbing here, is making sure you can keep your arms and hands warm, warm enough before you get on the wall for your climb. So here we have Vivian Labarielle of Switzerland, number 98, and she's up against Aneta Luzeka. And this will be for third and fourth place. So Aneta here on the right, number 78, going ahead, going into the lead at the moment.
Great moves.
Really working to get those feet back on the wall.
That's right.
Strong, strong moves. Oh, and a slip right before. Oh, there she goes. That's going to be close.
It will.
Aneta slipped there right at the end, gave Vivian a chance to catch up a little bit and make up for a little bit of lost time, so we'll have to wait and see. We'll see here. Very close. All right, so Aneta getting clipped in here for her second attempt at the, or first attempt at the other route. This will be her final climb. Vivian here, number 98. Oh, and Vivian slipping off.
Aneta making fast moves, focusing on consistency now, and
Again,
finishing the route.
yeah, recovering with those feet. It's been this route here on the right that's, we've had 3 people fall off now here on the... Oh, struggling with the feet here.
And a finish
By Aneta here.
from Aneta, yes.
You could tell she was struggling a little bit there to get her feet placed before that last move, but she kept her focus and made sure she was able to make the move. So then, competing for first and second place, we have Valeria Bogdan of Russia, number 56, and Leah Beck of Liechtenstein, number 103. Valeria Bogdan is here pictured at the moment. I believe she's going to be on the right. Nope, she's on the left side when we pan out. Okay, and they're off. So Leah Beck falling behind just a little bit here. Valeria taking the lead. Oh, Leah slipping off that same route.
Makes you wonder if the route is significantly problematic.
At this point, if there's been enough wear on it. It didn't seem to be causing as many problems in the beginning of the competition, so
That's
I wonder.
right.
We'll see now as Valeria gets to give that route a shot and see how she does on
Although
it.
everyone is competing on the same route, so everyone is climbing the same routes.
All right, so let's see Valeria Bogdan here on her last run. Let's see how she fares on this route. Looking good so far. Really good moves. Really
Wow.
smooth, quick.
Solid climbing.
Absolutely no issues for her there.
And
There
a finish.
we go, yep. That was great. It must just be an issue of selecting the right placement.
That's right.
Maybe their competitors are trusting the wrong placement and slipping off. So let's check here on the results. Excuse me, let me bring up the men's here. The men's are going to start their final round here. In the meantime, we'll pull up the results for the women's. So we have Fedor Prasnikov of Russia, number 59, and number 61, Anton Sukharev of Russia as well. They're going to get started here on their first climb for the finals round. They're competing for 3rd and 4th place. We have Fedor on the right and Anton on the left. Fedor just slightly ahead. It's going to be really close. Oh, and Fedor, it's too close to tell. Let's see if they're going to play a replay there of the final moment. It looks like Anton might have hit the buzzer just before. We'll have to wait for the times to come in. Oh, yep, Anton was ahead by just a fraction of a second here. It's going to be very close. Let's see how their second round goes as they switch routes here. Very even climbers. There you can see their times. Anton's time was on the left, just a tiny bit quicker than Fedor. Oh, it looks like the rope's caught there on the buzzer box at the top. Let's see if they can get that untangled before they start this next climb. All right, so Fedor is up for his second climb here. And Anton on the right, Fedor on the left. Oh, both slipping a little bit. Let's see if they can recover. Oh, it's so close. Anton pushing just a bit ahead of Fedor on this one. So it looks like Anton came in slightly ahead on both rounds here. Really close. Great climbs from both guys. Didn't seem like they had any issues on those routes. Hardly any slipping. Good placements. Really smooth moves. And then next we're going to have Vadim Malshikov and Liam Foster competing for 1st and 2nd place here. So Vadim Malshikov of Russia, number 52, and Liam Foster of the U.S., number 73, will be competing for 1st and 2nd place here shortly. So Vadim here, number 52 on the screen currently. Now it's Liam Foster, number 73. Let's see how these guys do. Should be pretty close. At least as exciting as the last round. Liam falling a little bit behind here. Vadim definitely taking the lead.
Wow, incredible climbing from Vadim.
Great finish from Liam as well.
I think Liam saw Vadim take off and realize he needs to kick it up a notch. Came in with a fast finish.
So this is our last round of the speed competition here. After these guys finish up, we're going to move over to lead. There will be a short break in between, but let's wait and see how these guys do, and then we'll check back on the results from the women's speed finals, and then get back to you on the men's speed final results as well. Okay, so Liam and Vadim are off again. Vadim a little bit ahead here. Making really good moves. Really sturdy moves. Great finish.
Great effort from Liam. Solid. Solid
I'm
placements.
sure they're both very pleased with their
That's
runs.
right. If they're not, they should be.
Definitely.
They look great.
So now we can check in on the women's finals results here from the under 22 finals rounds. So we had Valeria Bogdan of Russia in first place, with Leah Beck from Liechtenstein as second, Aneta Luzeka in third place, and Vivian Lavariel in fourth. And we'll see if we can get the updated men's results here as well. Okay, so for men's, we have Vadim in first, Vadim of Russia in first, Liam Foster of the U.S. in second, Anton Sukharev of Russia in third, and Fedor Prasnikov of Russia in fourth.
Excellent job.
Definitely. Our finals rounds are definitely very heavily Russian. They have some great climbers coming from there. It's good to see a little bit of a mix there, though, with...
That's right, and a lot of climbers, since we're just next door, so... Now we'll set up for the lead climbing competition.
se näkyy. Vaikea se panna käyntiin, jos ei näe sitä taukoa. What, are we good to go? Cool, Rob was in a bit. Right, okay, yeah. Okay, Oana.
Yes, we are okay. The first lady is coming over. Thank you.
Okay.
Kaikki kamat mukana. Kyllä niitä tarvii. Kehtääks hetken katsoa, että tänne ei tykkätä tuolta jäi?
Vedä vaan koriin. Niin tavallaan niin kokonaan vielä yläköysy pois.
Yeah, make a back point here, and then everybody can Yeah, okay.
Put it underneath the rest.
What?
Put it underneath the rest.
Or under the 4 minutes?
Joo, speedi on loppu. Siinä on suuret erot.